Imagine this. You're in the middle of the ocean. No land in sight. No engine. No radio. Just endless water. And you have no idea if you'll ever see another human again. Most people wouldn't last a week. But Jose Salvador Alvarenga. He survived not for days, not for months, but for 438 days. This is his unbelievable story. A giant red circle highlights the Pacific Ocean, which takes up a huge chunk of the map. This is the biggest ocean on Earth. It's so big you could fit all of the world's continents inside it, with room to spare. Because it's so big, the storms it creates are some of the most powerful in the world. They can make waves as tall as buildings and toss huge ships around like little toys. The Pacific is also the deepest ocean. The deepest part is called the Mariana Trench. It's so deep, if you put Mount Everest at the bottom, its peak would still be covered by over a mile of water. And down there, in the dark, live some of the strangest and most dangerous creatures you can imagine. It was November 2012. Alvarenga, a Salvadoran fisherman living in Mexico, set out for a simple 2-day fishing trip with a young crewmate Ezequiel Cordoba. The sea was calm, the plan was simple. Catch fish, come back, sell the catch. But then the sky darkened, a storm rolled in, and their small boat was swallowed by waves. The storm destroyed their GPS, radio and engine. They were adrift, powerless against the ocean currents. They had no sails, no oars, and no way to call for help. Soon the coastline vanished from sight. They were trapped in the heart of the Pacific. They caught fish and turtles with bare hands, sometimes eating them raw. They collected rainwater in empty containers, and when the sky stayed dry, they drank turtle blood just to survive. The sun scorched them by day, the cold winds froze them by night. After 4 months, Cordoba grew ill and refused to eat. Alvarenga begged him to fight, but Cordoba didn't make it. Alone now, Alvarenga fought not just hunger and thirst, but crushing loneliness. He battled hallucinations, fear, and the voice in his head telling him to give up. For 438 days, the ocean was his prison. He drifted over 10,000 kilometers, until one morning in January 2014, he saw something that made his heart stop: palm trees. He had reached the Marshall Islands. Locals found him barefoot, bearded, barely able to stand but alive. Alvarenga's journey wasn't just about surviving the ocean. It was about refusing to surrender, even when everything, nature, fate and the odds told him he couldn't make it. His story is a reminder. You might feel lost in your own ocean right now. The storms might be brutal. But if you keep fighting, if you keep believing, one day, you'll see your palm trees on the horizon. Jose Salvador Alvarenga's story is a testament to human resilience and survival. His survival was a result of his resourcefulness and determination. Food and water sources. Alvarenga primarily survived by consuming what he could catch from the ocean. His diet consisted of raw fish, turtles and birds, which he caught using his bare hands. For hydration, he collected rainwater in containers. When rainwater was scarce, he resorted to drinking turtle blood. Psychological factors. The psychological toll of his ordeal was immense. Alvarenga battled loneliness and hallucinations, especially after his companion Ezequiel Cordoba died 4 months into the journey. However, he managed to maintain his will to live through his faith, optimism, and focusing on practical tasks like catching food and exercising. He also found comfort in simple activities, such as playing with a dried pufferfish, to keep his mind occupied. He was discovered by 2 locals, barefoot and bearded, but alive, concluding the longest recorded instance of an individual surviving in a small boat lost at sea. If this story inspired you, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a reminder. Never give up.